Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to my purple kitchen. Today, being that it's fall and it's getting colder out, I decided I'm going to do my recipe for shredded chicken stew. It's very hearty. It's very comforting. It's delicious when you come in from outside and it's cold. It's thick and creamy and all of that. So behind me in the oven, I have my boneless, skinless chicken thighs roasting for about 3 hours with a little bit of olive oil, salt, pepper, and some poultry seasoning. I'll collect those drippings and that will all get used for flavoring in the stew. So stick around. We'll come back when I'm getting ready to shred that. We'll chop up some veggies. I got my chicken stock over here thawing from the freezer that I made in my one video. So we're going to be ready to rock and roll and have some delicious shredded chicken stew coming soon. Stick around. Okay, everybody, so let's get this party started. In this pan over here on medium, I have some olive oil. And in the olive oil, I am putting a rough chopped onion. And what's going to happen is I'm just going to let those get translucent. And then I'm going to add my garlic. I do my garlic on typically medium. I don't like the garlic to burn. This is garlic from my garden. I don't like it to burn, so I put it in with the onions after the onions have cooked a while. That's just the way I've always done it. In my pot here, I have 2.5 quarts of my homemade chicken stock just starting to simmer. To that stock, I'm adding about a cup of carrot. I'm adding about a cup and a quarter, cup and a half of rough chopped celery. And I'm adding about 2 cups of russet potatoes. I was going to use the Yukon Golds, but didn't have them. So you make do with what you got. I am not making a special trip out to get Yukon Golds when russets are just fine. So I'm going to bring that up to a simmer. I'm only going to parboil those 10 minutes maybe. Once they start to simmer, I'll set my time at 10 minutes and then I'll pull it off. I'll add my onion and my garlic to the mix, and then I'll add my beurre manier, which I'll do a video on a beurre manier, which is literally French for a paste made from equal parts butter, equal parts flour. And I'll show you how I do that because you can freeze it and then take it out as needed. But for today, I'm just going to mix up 2 or 3 tablespoons of flour with 2 or 3 tablespoons of butter, unsalted butter. And then we'll go from there, see how much that thickens it and if I need to add more or not. Smells really good in here. Onions are smelling really good. I only cook my garlic till fragrant. So I put it in the oil on medium. It usually takes about a minute, minute and a half. It won't burn. But when you start to really get that really nice smell from the garlic, I take it off the heat and then I'll throw it in here, mix it with my veggies. And they're starting to pick up now. I'll turn the heat up on those just a bit. The chicken's been in the oven about 2 hours and 45 minutes. I'm going to check that shortly. And then when that's ready to shred, I will show how I do that. When I shred chicken, I use these. So these are old. These are probably 80 years old. These have been passed down from my father-in-law, from his family. And he gave these to me and my wife last year because he knew I always had an eye for them. They're just the 3-prong wooden-handled fork. You can see that's actual real wood riveted to the metal. And look at how old these are. This one kind of has a little thingy down here and like a cross up here. but really cool stuff. So that's what I use. I just put them at opposing of the chicken and just pull it apart. And it shreds it really nice. So onions are looking good. Smells really good. I'm going to add the garlic. It's about 2 cloves. Right out of that's from my garden. I had some drying in the back. And we're just going to let that get a little fragrant. This is starting to get to a boil. So since that's at a boil, I am going to start my time at 10 minutes. Boom. And then I'm going to add this to that mix here in a minute. Check on the chicken, and then we'll be back once these are parboiled, and we'll see where we're at. See you in a few minutes. Okay, everybody, so here we go. There is my chicken. So let me get that into this little pan over here, baking dish. Get all of it there. And then what I did was, hopefully, it works. It's worked for me before. Let's see if it worked again. I got it so I poked holes in the bottom here of the foil, and then that helps the juices to run out. Put that there. I will pick this up, bring this over to the stove. To the sink. Okay, so you can see I have here is all of that chicken fat. So I want that for my dish. So that's going to come over here. That is going in my hot pan, and I'm going to add a couple tablespoons of flour to form my roux. I've already put some of it in with the butter and flour paste, beurre manier, but I'm going to add some more thickening. So we're going to do it with the actual stock. So I'm just going to mix that in. And we will whisk that up so there's no lumps. Smells really good. And we'll get that into the pool. So that's all the chicken flavor from the chicken fat and the seasonings that I had put on the chicken. So let me get this out of the way. Awesome sauce. And now I'm just going to come in here and shred this chicken up. Little tip, if you want a pro tip, if you're doing a lot of shredding, like if you're doing a brisket or something, these still work well. But I would recommend just taking your electric hand mixer with the beaters or paddles or whatever you call them, and throw them in there and just toss it, chicken in a big bowl, and go to town on it. It will shred the chicken, beef, pork, anything really well. But yeah, I cut slits in the meat here because I wanted all of the flavor, and I worked the poultry seasoning down inside the cuts of the meat with the olive oil so that it's infused while it baked. It smells really good. It smells like Thanksgiving dinner right now. So this is just going to be a rough shred. This is 4 boneless, skinless chicken thighs, which we really like. They had these on sale the other day for $1.79 a pound. And I typically at that point on my app, I go grab 10 pounds on my card, on my app, and then I just put my wife's phone number in. I take that out and I go back in and grab 10 more pounds. So I got 20 pounds of chicken for $1.79 a pound, which is an excellent price for boneless, skinless. Now, there we go. Let's take this over to the stove and see where we're at. Okay, everybody, welcome back. So here we are. I'll try and be careful here. This is 4 of the boneless, skinless, shredded chicken thighs. So it's got the light and the dark meat, which to me is more flavorful. The chicken stock is starting to thicken, which it will continue as it simmers. And now I'm going to let this simmer for about another 10 minutes. And that will thicken even more. And then we will come back and give it a taste. But for now, what I want to do is I want to taste that's really good the way it is. Because I had already had seasoning on the stock when I did the chicken, when I made my broth, and then I seasoned the roasted chicken when I put it in for 3 hours. So the chicken's been seasoned. It already had seasoning in here. And I did put salt and pepper on the chicken also. And then, of course, we dumped all of the juices in with it. And then as it continues to boil and thicken, you can see it's thickening. That is the beurre Meunier getting busy and working. So that'll just continue to boil down and thicken. And give me 15-20 minutes to let this boil down, and we'll come back and do a taste test. Okay, everybody, we are back. Stew is done. It's still thickening a little bit, but I took it off the stove. It's cooling now. Now tonight, before we eat dinner, I'll just put it back on the stove on low. And while that's reheating, I'm going to make biscuits so I can have fresh biscuits with this shredded chicken stew. So what does it look like? Well, let's take a gander. Okay, so you can see I got potatoes, I got chicken, we got carrots, we got onion and celery, and there is garlic floating around in there. So I'm going to try to get a little bit of everything. And that's just going to sit there all afternoon and continue to marry, let all the flavors come together. So here we go. There you are. Yo, Vern. Anyways, here we go. It's going to be hot, but I'll tell you what. I'll tell you. The roasted chicken, I was going to do it in a crock pot because I've been doing crock pot meals. But I really wanted to get the flavor of roasting the chicken, slow roasting it for 3 hours with the herbs and spices on it. I think that makes a difference when you're doing a stew. And then using the drippings to help make the roux to thicken it is a definite plus because it has all of the herbs and spices plus the chicken drippings in it, which makes it delicious. Yeah. So like I said, all I did was seasoned. When I did my chicken stock, I seasoned it using salt, pepper, and poultry seasoning. That's it. I brown it in the pan, add my liquid, cook the chicken for half an hour, pour it off, strain it. That's my stock. When I did the chicken, I cut slits in the thawed chicken, olive oil, rub it all over, throw on more poultry seasoning, a little bit of salt and pepper, get it down in the cracks and the crevices, bake it 3 hours at 300 degrees so it shreds easily. and you don't need to add any more seasoning. I need to add no more salt, no pepper, no nothing. Both things were seasoned, and it brings them both together. Really good. Hope you give this a try. Let me know if you do, and we'll see you in the next one. Everybody, take care. Have a great day.